This is video log number 8, and it is about leadership. So the questions are, what does leadership mean to you? How does it influence your work in dialogue? And how does it influence your life? And I think that leadership means, to me, it's a way to balance groups of people. So leadership is when someone who has a voice speaks up for those who don't, or speaks up for those who don't use their voice or don't have quite as strong a voice. Leadership means taking people that don't have a voice or that don't have direction or that don't have a purpose and giving them one, or motivating them to have one, or motivating them to follow one. Leadership is a way to create change and to start an action to make something better. I think that's positive leadership. Obviously there's bad and negative leadership that hurts people and is a cult, making everyone drink PJ and die. But I think that the good kind of leadership that we strive for is just a way to bring every piece of a group together, bring every individual that has different strengths and different interests and different motivations, and putting them toward one common goal so that something can be improved upon. And I think that it definitely influences my life, and it influences my work as a PDF and in my dialogues. I think that my leadership style and my role as a leader has changed so much since I came to college. I don't even know if I could really think of how I was a leader before I came to college. And then I became a resident assistant. I became a peer dialogue facilitator. I haven't really had too many leadership roles in organizations, but I think it's not a defined leadership role where you are president or vice president or secretary. It's more of your presence in a group. So I think that being a leader isn't just about, taking the name and getting the credit, or taking the name and taking responsibility for, the consequences. I think it can also just be a facet of your attitude and your presence. So I think that, my role of being a leader is I don't necessarily have to speak, I don't have to answer every single question. I don't have to always give my opinion, especially when I don't necessarily have an informed opinion. I would much rather listen and learn and take something in than always have to be the one teaching someone else, because I don't at all think that I'm the smartest person or the most knowledgeable or the most experienced person. So I think I'm the kind of leader that can set an example for other people that aren't necessarily the smartest or the most experienced. And I like my role when I'm in a room or when I'm in a dialogue or a group of people, and there's like a pause, and it's because everyone's kind of stumped, maybe. And I think that is my favorite time to speak up and to be a leader and to give my input, because I want to be remembered for someone who can work through a problem, and for someone that has the supportive role of, okay, we're stumped, but you're really good at this. Can you help us here? And you are really awesome at this. You did such a great job with that. Can you help us here? And like I want to be remembered for getting us through the hard times, but not necessarily having to be, President of the United States. You did all of these great things during your time. I would much rather be behind the scenes, and influencing people in a more personal and individual way. So I think that's definitely applicable to dialogues, just because, as facilitators, we have that role of starting the conversation and keeping the conversation going, but not necessarily ruling the conversation or owning it, and dictating every way that it turns. I I like when we can pose the questions, start the conversation, start the brain turning, and then just watch it go crazy, and like watch other people get so passionate about something, and like just can't wait to speak next and share their experience, but also, absolutely listening because they're just so excited about what everyone's saying and so excited about sharing this experience with people, whether it be their friends or strangers or peers or whoever. So I definitely think that leadership plays a huge role in my life, and I love where it's going. Being a PDF and being an RA, and I'm doing it for another 2 semesters, so obviously I like something about it. But I think that, we're doing exit interviews with Lisa soon, and I was thinking about what I would say about how this position has changed my life, and there's no way that it hasn't changed my life. It has done so many great things for me as a person, for my own self-identity, for my role with other people and in groups, and I just think it's an awesome program. I think we attract leaders, or we attract people with the potential to be leaders, but despite where you come in that program, you walk out changing. You walk out changed and changing. I have changed so much from the things that I've learned to become a PDF, as a PDF, from other people, from other PDFs. It has just been such an incredible experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. And I am looking forward to another 2 semesters of it. I'm not really sure. This seems like the last vlog. It should be the last vlog because it's like, this program has changed my life. This is all the great things that have happened. But it's kind of in the middle of the semester, which is strange. I'm not really sure what we're going to talk about in class, except for the cycle of cynicism. But yeah, leadership means a lot to me. It is a huge part of who I am, and it is changing and growing every day. And a huge part of that is from my role as a PDF. So, thank you.